Hello and welcome. NeuralSeek is part of the overall IBM Watson portfolio. NeuralSeek brings no-code multi-agent orchestration of Watson X AI, as well as leading knowledge bases like Watson Discovery and Watson X Discovery, adding important business guardrails such as hallucination protection, PII removal and masking, prompt injection detection and removal, hate abuse and profanity monitoring and removal. Watson X is the leading business AI tool, and NeuralSeek is the leading no-code platform to connect it. So I'm going to come into the SME, the subject matter expert panel, and this is being routed again with no code out to Watson X AI. I asked a question about DB2 and Cognos. The language model came up with an answer. There's a semantic scoring model that runs behind the scenes of NeuralSeek to protect on top of any large language model. That scoring model noticed that these things were most likely a hallucination. We can drive in and find details and see why we gave this a score of 0. And that's what was able to block this clearly false answer, because there is no Cognos 11.8.3. But the language model imagined this answer as a hallucination, but we were able to easily block it. And the system, again, will dynamically pull information from the sources, and everything will have answer provenance and traceability back into the source. All I do is click on the text. NeuralSeek has gone through many go-lives, hundreds in fact, across enterprise customers around the world. One of the big things that we found in providing trust to organizations is being able to look and understand not only where the sources are and give the subject matter experts control. Any answer that actually comes through the system, I am able to edit. And if I provide an edit into the answer, that becomes a curated answer, which is then used to provide push-down training into the language model. We can look at the overall configuration and track the flows as they go down through all of the individual agents. At each level of the tree, we can have a different configuration or routing or flow, where different language models connect to different databases with different filtering, take action, and then run through and answer questions. For each of these, every step of the way has firm guardrails, so I can tune the semantic scoring model. I can automatically remove hallucinations. I can do prompt injection detection and removal, and then I'm able to block those answers based on a sliding scale. We have out-of-the-box personal information detectors. These came battle tested with some of our large banking customers. Come out of the box with hate, abuse, and profanity detection, attribution protection, the ability to insert warning and minimum confidence responses. Now, in a minimum confidence response, we can actually invoke an action. So instead of just saying, I don't know what you're talking about, I could form a nicer sentence to the user that links in the actual user's statement. Or I could use the flow to create a downstream action, like open up a trouble ticket or take further action, escalate up to an agent. All of these pieces are governed, so I can see from an executive level, overall question resolution, confidences, prompt injection, scorings. There's in-depth insights into the overall semantic scoring and top hallucinations that we're seeing come through. We track documentation that comes to answer at each one of the agents, down by each agent, down by each intent for particular subject areas, topics, or agents. We can look back over time and see how questions are trending and the confidence in the answers are changing based on updated documentation. We track the tokens that are being used on the large language models to understand how many and the total cost, including cost projections. We provide insights on cost by jumping slightly in the model that you're using. We're battle tested in go-lives, being able to look back in the logging and see the exact documentation that was used at that moment in time. For a lot of our production customers, they change the documentation on an hourly or daily basis. So being able to roll back and do a replay with exactly the documentation at that moment in time is critical for most of the subject matter experts to gain confidence in the system. We provide the ability to completely customize the RAG experience. So again, completely no code, but completely customizable. All of this capability is available both as SaaS as part of the IBM watsonx portfolio on IBM Cloud, and on Red Hat as on-premise software deployable wherever you are. I look forward to chatting with you more about these capabilities. Thank you and have a great day.